What up, YouTube? Flying Speeds back for another video. Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas Cowboys week. As you know and as you can imagine, very frustrating week for us here, Philadelphia Eagles fans, and in Philadelphia. I've given up listening to the local radio stations, in particular WIP 97.5. 97.5 sucks, period, because they don't know how to keep good people. They had Trey Thomas back in the day. I think he might have been with Rob Ellis or whatever. They ended up getting rid of him. They somehow ran Mike Missinelli out of here for this new show with Tyrone and them. That show was trash. They ran away Anthony Gargano. Whatever. Like, you local people understand that, man. Other y'all just don't. But WIP tripping. They brought in Hugh Douglas. Listen, man. Hugh Douglas, one of my favorite Eagles greats of all time. But when it comes to analysts, he's an idiot, man. Like, I don't know if his opinions are real. I don't know if he's just like trolling. I don't know what's up with him, but like the boy, he lacks logic to me. I'm a person I have a weakness. I have this one weakness when it comes to analysts, and it's that like I'm crippled by this fact that arguments have to make sense to me. Like they have to add up. They have to be logical. Which brings me to some of you Dallas Cowboy fans, man, who be coming in to my, into my chat, man. You waiting for this day where the Eagles would lose like that, acting like y'all did something when in fact y'all didn't. When actually y'all played the 49ers, it was the same, actually a little bit worse since y'all like stats and points and all that. Dak was worse than Hurts in that game, so on. So was CD, whatever. Don't matter to me because remember, I'm not a stat guy. You guys who want to act like you're more impressed with Dak Prescott this year than Jalen Hurts. I don't get it, and I'm gonna tell you why. And this is how, just so you understand how my mind works, how my brain works, how I judge things, how the scale of like what's better versus what's worse works with me. I ain't saying it got to work with you, but this is how it works with me. All right. Let's say I'm a math teacher, right? And I'm giving out exams to two students. One student, I give a calculus exam. The other student, I give addition and subtraction and multiplication, a little bit of division. One student is getting calculus, other student is getting addition and subtraction, multiplication, and division. The student with addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, he scores a 98. Wow. You got one answer wrong. Well, two answers wrong is a 100-question test, right? Damn. Woo, killed it. Then the other student here scored a 70, right? It was enough to pass, right? But it wasn't like an A or B. This is a D, but he did a D in calculus. Who are you going to be more impressed with? The person that got a 98 in addition and subtraction, multiplication, division, or the person who got 70 in calculus? Me, I don't know about you, I'm more impressed with the person that got a 70 in calculus or with the person that got a 98 in addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. All right. This is why I believe Hurts is having a better season than Dak Prescott. So far. Like, Dak is going to have his judgment day with this little stretch coming up. But this is the reason. Jalen Hurts had to play, so far, defensive-wise. Kansas City Chiefs, all right? Because especially going back to since, like, they played against each other. Because we played against each other the game that we won, where people believe Dak outplayed Hurts when actually Hurts had a higher passer rating for that game, which you don't bring up. But at that time, their numbers were quite identical. Since then, Dak Prescott had to face the 28th ranked defense twice, right? 30th ranked defense, passing defenses, 14th ranked defense, which is respectable, and 23rd ranked defense. That's what he faced, right? Giants, Commanders, these types of teams. He did great, good, just like the kid who got a 98 in addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Great. I expect you to get that in that. So good job. No doubt about it. You can get a cookie, you get a cupcake if you want. Okay. Jalen Hurts had to go through 49ers. Okay. Many say the best defense in the league. He had to go through the Kansas City Chiefs, who at the time had the 4th ranked defense in the league. He had to go through Buffalo Bills, which is a 10th ranked defense in the league, respectable, better than anything Dallas faced. And then before that was Dallas. Like, Dallas is legit, top 5 defense. And Eagles defense against the pass, 28th, 29th, whatever. Every week it seems like it's worse. So reality is this. Whenever Hurts and Dak face each other, I look at it like this. I don't look at it like Dak Prescott is going up against Jalen Hurts. I look at it as the reality as it is. Jalen Hurts is going up against the Dallas Cowboys defense, which is a top 5 defense, versus Dak Prescott is going up against the 20th ranked, 30th ranked passing defense, right? So I don't judge it based on the numbers. I expect Dak's numbers to be better because the defense he's going up against is a defense everybody put numbers up on. So that's my expectation. Like, the Eagles are not going to win with their defense. I look at it like who wins the freaking game is outplayed the other person, really. Like, you did what you had to do, you got it done, right? That's just me. I mean, that's the way my logic works because I just can't overlook the reality for narrative. So what the media likes to do is they like to say, you know, when a quarterback faces another quarterback, Jalen Hurts is going at it with Josh Allen or whatever, right? That's what they like to do. Or Magic Mahomes going at it with Jalen Hurts. That's the way they like to put it up, as if they both going up against an equally great defense. But in reality, when you're in, like, you can go with the narrative because that's what you like to put on the storylines, quarterback league, blah, 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 put on those storylines, right? But if you're a person that claims to know football, you know in your heart and in your mind that that's not really what it is, right? So there's a difference between narrative and reality, okay? Like me, when I'm analyzing a game, I stay on the side of reality as much as I can, right? So when I judge who's playing better than who, I factor in reality. I don't just look at, just numbers, damn, these numbers and these numbers, right? That's just me not, like, I'm just saying, if you don't understand that, right? If you're a person that's going to say the person that got a 98 with addition and subtraction is more impressive than the person who got a 70 in calculus, hey, look, I just can't help you. I can't help you, and I'm not gonna debate you because we're never going to come to an agreement because, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, we haven't agreed upon what constitutes impressiveness. Right? I'm impressed by people that overcome the more difficult thing over someone that overcomes something that's less. Like, to me, Dak Prescott comes into this season, right? They have a different offensive coordinator. I give them credit for that. However, the offensive coordinator is really the head coach that you had last year, so it isn't like, you know, someone coming out of nowhere. Similar with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, new offensive coordinator. But the offensive coordinator, it was his quarterback's coach who was there. So it's not like you're learning something completely new, 100%. It's, you know, just a couple little wrinkles. But the same guys that were in the building, the same offensive minds were in the building are there. On defense, though, right? The greatest mistake the Philadelphia Eagles made was hiring Sean Desai as opposed to going and getting a Rex Ryan, going and getting like a Greg Williams maybe, you know, or going to go get another known commodity for defense. Like, I like my defensive coordinator to be over the age of 45, to be a guy that has like a pedigree that has won before, a guy that has control over the defense, that has a personality where he's almost as big a personality as the offensive coach or as the head coach, right? That's what I like. Philadelphia Eagles, like, they don't like that. They like a young, fresh-faced guy who they think is on the cutting edge of the way the NFL is going, and all of those things that I consider to be bullshit. But, like, I'm always told, right, I'm old head, I'm old school, I got to get with the new times, all of that. So that's what happens to guys like me. But now when we see what's happening with the defense, because they're getting some guy who's unknown, fresh-faced guy who did a little something in Seattle, you see Seattle defense ain't great, you know, that's what happens because the Eagles want this Nick Fangio style of defense, which I don't get why people are doing it. I don't see a Nick Fangio style defense as a top defense. When I look at the top defenses, I'm looking at Cleveland. I'm looking at that's Jim Schwartz, the guy we had before. I'm looking at San Francisco, right? That you look at that, that's from the same system that D'Amico Ryans had, the boy Robert Sulla had, something like that. I don't know why the Eagles don't look at the 49ers defense and say, all right, I want something like that. No, they rather have some old stuff that just, I don't know, they think it's some new cutting edge, new wave stuff. And now they've seen the situation that they're in. So the reality right now is we got to try to make the best of it because we're not going to just get rid of Sean Desai. Got to somehow make the best of it by, I guess, adding better players. You added Kevin Byard. So now you're adding Shaq Leonard. You hope that helps. And you hope they can come up with something, right? But really everybody knows, all the Eagles fans know, it's really on the offense. If this team wins the Super Bowl, it's going to be on the offense. And that's the way it's been all year. It hasn't been on the defense. Which brings me to other things you got in Cowboy fans, man. Like, you can't have it both ways in your criticism and in your argument. Like, you can't have it both ways. You can't say, okay, Jalen Hurts is playing so subpar. Like, not looking at the wins and losses, not looking at the fucking walk-off touchdowns, not looking at the 5 consecutive comebacks, not looking at that. You can't say that he's playing subpar and then say, well, the defense sucks, right? Right? No, some unit has to be doing something right to be 10-2. Now, the team was losing, then I just say, Hurts needs to play better, and the defense sucks, right? So, no, Hurts he doing what he got to do, especially against these tough defenses, right? Against bad defenses like the Commanders, like he put up 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, over 100 rating. He ain't doing all that everybody else do to the Commanders. Like, he played Tampa Bay, good game, right? The numbers are fine, right? He actually was pretty good against Dallas, honestly. It's just that we didn't get aggressive in the fourth quarter, which was a coaching thing, which is another problem that we got that happened. But anyway, this game, man, like, I think it's going to be all heart. Dallas has every advantage in this game, though, in this situation. Dallas Cowboys are well rested. Again, we Eagles are facing another team that played on a Thursday, who got to rest the Sunday, watch you play, right, on that Sunday, and then they get to play you the next Sunday, right? These are things that are not going to be brought up, right, because we think that we're supposed to have this attitude that doesn't matter as some excuse, when in reality, we know it does matter. Like how much you've rested, how much time you've had to prepare. All of those things actually do matter, but it's not going to matter. If Dallas wins, they're going to think they're better, all of that. This is what we're dealing with. All right, now the good thing for the Philadelphia Eagles is, like, when you lose a game like that, man, you want to get back out there and get some type of get back at somebody, and Dallas is standing right there. So you're going to go at them. So it's going to be a combination of that. How much energy and how much can the Eagles muster versus, Dallas, who they want some get back because they lost a game they felt that they could have won. And, they well rested, and they believe they're playing really well right now. I'm not so certain. I don't think their defense was good at all against Seattle. Their defense kind of looked like our defense. You really need to stop somehow and find a way to get it, because partly the other team messes up. Because that's kind of what happened. It wasn't that the defense did something great against Seattle. It's that Seattle, it was a combination of Dallas doing something along with Seattle just falling victim to the pressure. Oh my God, I got to get this done. Fourth down. That's what fourth down is. Fourth down is for people who have good nerves, right? People with bad nerves, they'll need to be on fourth down, right? That's why Jalen Hurts is a good fourth down quarterback. That he has his nerves under control for the most part. If he loses, it ain't going to be because his nerves. It's going to be because you put in a play that beat him, So we got this game coming up with Dallas. Dallas has every advantage, but I'm not picking against the Eagles. I'm just not picking against this team. They've shown me enough this year. Right, I don't care. The 49er game is what it is, but I still remember the Chiefs game. I still remember the Bills game. I still remember the Miami game. I still remember all those games, the last Dallas game, right, where I believe in the resiliency of this particular team. I'm not following WIP narratives or the narratives of these so-called Eagles content creators, who want to talk ish now, right, and support all that. I ain't with it, man. So I like us to win this. I must say it is because both defenses I think are going to suck. So I believe Philadelphia Eagles, we're going to pull it out 37-31. Give it that. It's going to be close. It's going to be a scare. It's going to be all those things, man. But I'm not picking against my guys, man. All right, so peace.